RT investigation has found the German University of Hamburg is allowing a movement to train left-wing radicals who are planning to hijack the upcoming G20 summit in July. Ilya Petrenko has been on campus searching for the answers.
Germany's left wing plus a leaders or banksters event make for an explosive mix.
We're at the University of Hamburg, the biggest research and education institution in northern Germany.
What does Hamburg's hub of science have to do with the chemical disaster that you saw? Now that's a question.
Students have always been a solid base for grassroots movements, but for violent unrest, well, there are posters like that all around the university campus. It says Hijack G20. Today, the university is hosting an 8-hour conference for a group of left-wing networks who wouldn't want to see a G20 summit anywhere near Hamburg or actually any other city around the world.
We're
discussing revolution. How can we start a revolution in Germany one day?
And so Denise told me their next big move is a massive protest at the Hamburg G20 this July. They're getting ready for it inside the uni's walls.
Revolution doesn't mean we need to take over the banks, although the time is ripe for that. But police defend the status quo, so obviously this always leads to confrontation, and we always have problems with them.
But we can't show you how the protest plan is being put together, and you won't see any more faces of those young radicals fighting for the people's social and labor rights. They said no photo or video shooting inside, and sometimes out.
So don't film the group there.
What I did see in the lecture hall with my camera off was a collage, a detailed map, and plenty of photos of how police operated in the city at a previous summit. Clearly, the activists knew they're going to be in trouble with police as they fight for their cause. But did the university have any problem with what they were hosting?
We're not available for interview or comment.
Perhaps they were busy cleaning the walls in the bathroom. A thought from the students?
People are allowed to stand up for what they believe in. The university is an institution where we should embrace this kind of meeting.
It's very bad, and it can be dangerous for the students and for the people also. I don't have any idea why they let them do this.
You'd probably ask what the police had to say. We wondered that too, but didn't get a comment then. Well, police showed up as the sun went down.
After getting together at the university, the groups are heading towards the future protest site. They're calling this a tour, and they're being followed by police.
Yes, a tour detailing security's assumed positions and logistics.
Der Park wurde natürlich kontrolliert, Sperren und Wanden und so weiter hoch.
Kameras, unsere Rechte.
Das ist einfach aufgrund der Masse von Leuten, sowohl Demonstranten wie halt auch Polizei, irgendwann sich einfach gar nichts mehr bewegt. Verstärkter Stacheldraht.
It's only for information purposes.
It looks like the police are treating this network very, very seriously.
If you look already at the logo, of course, they normally are wearing masks and they are prepared to fight. It is quite clear what they are up to or what they're trying to prepare for, but I was quite surprised that they prepare military type operation.
So, welcome to Hamburg in 5 months' time. Ilya Petrenko, RT.
Latest from Calais then, and also in Paris. French authorities have placed huge boulders in a makeshift migrant camp in Paris to stop refugees settling there. Activists are telling us that. The camp's near an official refugee centre which is struggling to cope with a number of newcomers right now. Paris has seen a big influx of migrants of late since that infamous Calais jungle camp was dismantled back late last year in October. Harry Fear back then witnessed the eviction in Calais.
Take a look around. It looks like a bomb has hit this part of the Calais camp. It was just weeks ago that there were shops here, and just days ago that they were flogging what was left of their stock at bargain prices.
Well, now migrants have started returning again to Calais, just months after Europe's largest makeshift camp was torn apart by the French government. More than 400 refugees have reportedly made their way back there. Harry Fear picks up the story once again.
Just 4 months after the historic clearance operation, and as was always expected, a small number have returned to the Calais region, still with their sights on entering the UK, perhaps even continuing their operations to get on board those lorries and smuggle themselves into the UK. What was always less likely, though, was that they would be returning here so soon, in such fast-growing numbers, and just a couple of minutes down the road from the old camp.
We hadn't guessed an easy search would be all it would take to find members of Calais' new migrant population. Kitted with sleeping bags and water, around 40 people spent a bitingly cold night here beside an industrial estate. The police kept a watchful eye from a distance. By day, it's a mission to find any migrants to speak to, but out in the wilderness, you can spot some unusual campers. These 7 are from Eritrea.
So you've been here for 1 month?
No, me I stay 3 months.
3 months.
It's different.
Different.
We come different way, in different time.
How old are you guys?
I'm 70.
You're 17?
70. Well, 6.
60?
17.
It's thought most of today's Calais migrants are minors. Many are sleeping rough beside highways. The official police policy is that there are no squats or camps to be allowed in Calais. But in recent years, the migrant flow to Calais has never really stopped. And now some charities estimate there are as many as 400 to 500 here again, scattered across the region, which is a concern for some of Calais' residents.
We knew very well that they would come back. Many people said that they had left for winter to find something else, but we all knew that they would eventually come back. We're not surprised at all. There is no solution coming from the state.
We do not want them to stay in Calais. Calais has suffered a lot. Our small business suffered a lot.
They don't bother me personally. I don't see a lot of migrants. It is true that we should help them, but I don't think we have all the necessary facilities.
I'm not surprised that they came back. It is a transfer point to enter the UK, but it's creating problems in Calais.
Calais' migrant problem isn't going away, even with the jungle now dismantled. And many will want to see the authorities take steps to effectively address the problem. Reporting for RT, I'm Harry Fear.
We spoke to the Deputy Mayor of Calais about the return now of these 400 migrants to see what he thought about it.
The police is arresting them when, of course, they are caught. Some of them have got refugees document, but they still want to go to England. If they are arrested, for the ones having no paperwork, they are sent to either specialized centers like the other ones in October, and the other ones have to remain free because they've got documents. They are on the street, and they try during another night to go in a truck again to get to England. The English government is doing more to put fences and walls in the Calais area. Is that enough? It's not. Those people coming from anywhere have gone through a lot of borders, a lot of walls. They've gone through the Mediterranean Sea. Do you think only wall and fences 30 kilometers away from the target will be enough? We concentrate in Calais and in the Calais area the European crisis of immigration. We've never seen anybody. The European Commissioner came because Theresa May was coming, because the French, Mr. Valls on that time, the French Prime Minister was coming, and because the Home Affairs Minister was coming. He came there. 1 hour. And he's gone. What does he know about the situation?